Men whose grit and intensity is only equaled by their power and strength in the ring. Manny Pacquiao, boxing's fighter of the year and an international superstar. Pacquiao's lethal combination of speed and force has made even the strongest fighters weak, leaving them dazed and confused in their wake. Now another warrior from Mexico is in the path to greatness. Jorge Solis, a man who is undefeated and ready to derail the pack train. But Pacquiao vows he's ready to send another opponent down for the count. Jorge Arce is electric in the ring, but just as dangerous as well. Landing crushing blows, Arce is looking for his third world title, but he must go through Christian Miatis. The WBC Super Flyweight Champion promises to send Arce out in just as quick as a fashion. The heat is on with Pacquiao, Solis, Miatis, and Arce, all in blaze of glory.
It promises to be a night of non-stop action as some of boxing's biggest punchers come together to heat things up in San Antonio. Hi, I'm Bernardo Osuna and welcome to this special countdown to Blaze of Glory. 3 championship fights headlined by Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year, Manny Pacquiao, facing undefeated Jorge Solis. Also in action, WBC Super Flyweight Champion Cristian Mijares defends his title against bitter rival and 2-time world champion Jorge Arce. Former world titleist Brian Viloria takes on Edgar Sosa for the WBC Mini Flyweight Championship. And also in action, the son of the legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Blaze of Glory, Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Put together some of boxing's most charismatic fighters, and you can count on one thing. The action will be fast and furious. From top to bottom, this card has fireworks written all over it.
4 fights, 1 night, all with one thing in common. These guys only know one way in the ring, and that is move forward.
I think a lot of the matchups on this card are those that a real fight fan knows are going to be pretty spectacular.
Well, we've put together a card that's really entertaining. From top to bottom, the fans are going to get their money's worth.
3 titles will be in the line, but it's more than championships that are at stake. It's pride and worldwide recognition.
There's a lot of, things that I want to prove, especially in my country.
It will be the most important fight of my career. It is my 3rd world title in 3 different divisions. This fight will make history, because if I win, I will equal Julio Cesar Chavez and Eric Morales' record of being the only Mexican fighters to hold 3 titles in 3 different divisions.
The importance of this fight is that Arce is a great opponent. He is very known. I am the champion, but he is a star, and beating him will help my career rise.
It is an honor for me. I will try to give a good fight and please the fans, because a lot of folks will be watching.
It's a night sure to be filled with fireworks with the son of the legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. In just a short time, he's built a following and does not disappoint when he steps into the ring.
He's come through, and he's absolutely maturing in the ring, and certainly has the genes from his father, the greatest Mexican fighter ever.
I feel much stronger and secure in the ring, and I believe that I will demonstrate this in the ring for all to see.
The bitter rivals meet. 2-time world champion Jorge Arce goes for his 3rd championship as he faces fellow countryman, Mexico's Christian Miatis.
The fight of the night is actually going to be Jorge Arce against Christian Mijares. I think that Arce, he can't be in a bad fight if he tried, and against Christian Mijares, I really think he's fighting perhaps the most talented fighter.
This is a difficult fight, not a hard one. A hard fight is a fight that clashes. You have to survive the other fighter's punch. He is not a natural puncher. Look at his record. Look at him on video. He has punching ability, but he is not a power puncher. It's more of a difficult fight. It will be a strategic fight where I have to cut off the ring and see what I can do to knock him out.
He is very brave. He always attacks, but he leaves himself open. He lifts his arms too much. I will fight him at a distance and not let him make his fight inside.
And in the main event, Fighter of the Year, Manny Pacquiao returns to the city where he broke out into the national scene. Pacquiao returns to San Antonio to face undefeated Jorge Solis.
I will show you guys that I can give a good fight on April 14th.
We have no undercard here. We have 4 really good, entertaining, exciting fights. So when you buy the pay-per-view, have the beer outside with you in a cooler. Don't keep it in the refrigerator so that you have to go back and forth, because you don't want to miss any of the action from these 4 fights.
Don't miss it. Pacquiao takes on Solis, Mijares versus Arce, and Viloria against Sosa, as well as Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. All in action this one night. Blaze of Glory, Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Coming up, boxing's most dynamic fighter, Manny Pacquiao, tells us why he is now a more dangerous fighter and what part of his arsenal will have his opponents on the canvas.
Boxing's Fighter of the Year and its most electrifying warrior. Heat things up in a blaze of glory. Manny Pacquiao's vicious shots have brought some of the sport's biggest names to their knees. He's ready to add another victim to his collection. Manny Pacquiao takes on Mexico's Jorge Solis in a 12-round bout and in an explosive showdown. 2-time world champion Jorge Arce faces bitter rival and world super flyweight champion Christian Mijares. Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Also in action, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Contact your pay-per-view provider to order.
Manny Pacquiao is not only boxing's Fighter of the Year, he is a virtual phenomenon. In just a short time, Pac-Mania has become a craze not only in his native Philippines, but all over the world. Pacquiao has become a fan favorite for one thing. Well, 2 things really. He wins, and he does it in impressive fashion.
He has become boxing's most thrilling fighter. Manny Pacquiao's popularity has transcended not only in his native Philippines, but to the boxing fans all over the world.
Pacquiao is probably the preeminent fighter in the world today. He's Mr. Excitement. He carries the fight to his opponent. I can't ever envisage seeing a dull Manny Pacquiao fight.
He's got great speed, he's got great power, and most of all, he's a left-hander. You combine all that, he's a southpaw. I mean, you can't miss.
He beat up Marco Antonio Barrera, who was basically a people's champion from Mexico, so thoroughly and in such one-sided, dominating fashion that it just really stoked the flames of pride and passion for the Filipino people.
Pacquiao further cemented his legacy when he defeated Mexican icon Erik Morales in devastating fashion, winning 2 of the 3 times these warriors met. For Pacquiao, the win solidifies his status among boxing's elite.
From Barrera, he went right into the Juan Manuel Marquez fight, and from the Juan Manuel Marquez fight, he went right into those that 3-fight series with Erik Morales. And from Erik Morales, he went from people's champion to people's hero to an icon.
I'm not aware of that because Popular is a part of my career, boxing career, and you know, that's life.
For his 2 wins over Morales in 2006, Pacquiao was named Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year. In those victories, Pacquiao proved his critics wrong, who said he was a one-dimensional fighter. With Morales leery of Pacquiao's powerful left, the Pac-Man used his right hand to neutralize Morales' attack, making him a double threat in the ring.
When he's in any fight, you never see him go backwards. He mainly wants to attack and attack and attack, and people like that.
I think, you know, both his hands are going to have to be effective against Solis. I think Manny Pacquiao's main challenge against Solis is to get inside, is to close the gap.
There's a lot of improvement on my right hand, and actually we practice more development on my right hand.
Pacquiao now returns to San Antonio, the city where he became a household name to boxing fans. It was there when he knocked out Marco Antonio Barrera and began his assault on Mexican fighters.
Mexican, you know, yeah, we're gonna kill like that. cannot go back to your country. We're gonna kill you. And they're you know, screaming. But after the fight, they're respecting me.
If there's any Filipinos in the San Antonio vicinity, they are going to be there with all of those Mexican fans. And Jorge Solis, he's not fighting a guy who's well known, but he's fighting a guy who's undefeated. He's fighting a guy who's been relatively well tested and well developed as a professional fighter.
Pacquiao is well aware that every time he steps into the ring, it will be the biggest fight of his opponent's career. He knows the importance of keeping his focus and not allow any distractions.
Every fight, in every schedule, I'm going to train hard and focus to my fight. You know, I don't want to compare my my talent to some fighter.
Revered in his country like a king, Pacquiao wants to represent his people, not only as an ambassador of the sport, but also as a representative in government. He has decided to run for Congress and represent his city of General Santos.
Manny Pacquiao has become a politician as well as a fighter, and he's running for Congress in the Philippines. Well, what's happening in boxing is that certain fighters become a tremendous icon in their home countries. I mean, you have Manny in the Philippines, you have Ricky Hatton in England, you have Arce in Mexico, and Miguel Cotto in Puerto Rico. That's great because as a promoter, you can take guys like that and then expand their base to make them a crossover star.
When Manny Pacquiao fought Eric Morales, he was just a star. But after those 3 fights, he became a superstar. And now he's not. He's one of the few superstars in boxing today.
In a short time, he's become synonymous with action. Pacquiao's attack style in the ring is not a surprise to anyone, but being able to defend is a whole other story.
When you're around him, at press conferences with him, you sort of feel sorry. He's going to get pummeled in the ring because he's just a gentle person. And then the bell rings, and then he becomes like an animal.
They love me because I'm a fighter, and like, you know, what I'm gonna do in the ring is punch, keep on punching, and that's the people want.
Pacquiao's run for political office is no mere attempt to garner publicity. He is serious about his aspirations and says that if he wins, he promises not to become an absentee politician, rather a champion of the people. If Pacquiao is boxing's most dynamic fighter, then Jorge Arce is its most electrifying one. Arce is known as El Travieso, which means mischievous, and he is one of the sport's most exhilarating athletes. One thing fans are assured of is that they will get a show from Arce even before he steps into the ring. His last ring entrance was on horseback, but Arce is much more than just a showman. He can back it up with his fists. A 2-time world champion, Arce makes the move up in weight to duplicate the feats of Julio Cesar Chavez and Eric Morales as he vies for his 3rd world title, facing super flyweight champion Cristian Mijares, one of Mexico's best-kept secrets. An unassuming fighter with a much more impressive style in the ring, one in which he likes to inflict pain. Both are heated rivals and both hail from Mexico, and both agree on just one thing: this fight will not go the distance.
It's a fight that has fireworks written all over it. Jorge Arce, 2-time world champion and boxing's most energizing fighter. Arce goes for world title number 3. But to get there, he knows he has a tough obstacle in fellow countryman and WBC super flyweight champion, Cristian Mijares.
The important part of this fight is that I'm fighting against a fighter like Arce, a very well-known fighter. I'm the champion, but he's a star. And defeating him will make my stock rise.
Until now, it's the most important fight of my career. I'm going for my 3rd world title in 3 different weight divisions. I believe that this fight will help me make history, because winning this fight, I will equal Julio Cesar Chavez and Eric Morales, who are the only Mexican fighters who have won in 3 different weight categories.
It's a huge controversy in Mexico about the fight. They come from different hometowns. The mayors are betting against each other.
Arce is known for his lavish ring entrances and entertaining style. But with all the flash, he certainly can back it up in the ring with flash and power.
The first thing about Arce is a hit with the fans because he delivers. He steps in the ring and it's blood and guts with him. He hits, he gets hit back. He doesn't mind getting hit. He doesn't mind getting a black eye. He doesn't mind if his nose gets broken or if his nose gets split in half and it's spewing blood all over the place. He likes that.
Arce's style is more a boxer puncher. He's the kind of guy that he likes to go forward, but if he sees that he can't just overwhelm somebody, then he'll box the guy. And he's capable of boxing all 12 rounds.
He has never confronted a fighter of my class, my capacity, and my strength. He has not noticed that he thinks that I am strong, but he does not know how strong. When I hit him for the first time, he will know how strong I am.
Arce has no defense, and he will attack him so he does not have time to attack us.
Miares may not be as well known as Arce, but he says that will all change when he defeats the former champion, and in decisive fashion.
I will make him retire. He will not have to worry anymore. His career will be finished.
If he makes it to the 8th round, he needs to thank God.
Arce became a household name not only for his ring exploits, but for taking part in 2 reality shows in Mexico, Big Brother and Dancing with the Stars. Arce said he did not work on his tango, but for the national exposure it would create.
I won something more important than the prize. I won people's hearts, the public's hearts, and that cannot compare to anything. Then Dancing for a Dream called, and they told me, George, we know you are popular and loved, and we want you on our show. Will you dance? I agreed, and I said, perfect. Thank God I have been on TV. People seem to enjoy watching me on TV.
But he does not plan to dance when he faces Miares. It's a fight both men have wanted, and both say the fans will be on the edge of their seat.
I am always ready for war. They could be Mexican, Nicaraguan, or from the USA. If he shows up prepared, believe me, it will be a battle. But if he does not show up at 100%, we will be going to dinner and sleep early that night.
Christian Mijares is a tough kid. He's not just a wonderfully talented boxer. He is a fighter. He will plant his feet and trade punches on the inside. I think this fight is going to be a barn burner from start to finish.
I am coming with a lot of will. I'm young, I just won my title. This is only my 3rd title defense, and I'm going to give it my all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new champion of the world.
San Antonio is known for the saying, remember the Alamo. Well, I think fans will remember Arce and Mijares after their encounter. Blaze of Glory, Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Still ahead, he shares the name, but he can also fight. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. tells us why it's vital for him to make a name for himself when this special countdown to Blaze of Glory continues.
Boxing's Fighter of the Year and its most electrifying warrior. Heat things up in a blaze of glory. Manny Pacquiao's vicious shots have brought some of the sport's biggest names to their knees. He's ready to add another victim to his collection. Manny Pacquiao takes on Mexico's Jorge Solis in a 12-round bout and in an explosive showdown. 2-time world champion Jorge Arce faces bitter rival and world super flyweight champion Christian Miares. Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Also in action, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Contact your pay-per-view provider to order.
In the world of boxing, the name Chavez evokes one thing: greatness. Considered by most to be Mexico's greatest fighter, Julio Cesar Chavez set the standard for how Mexican fighters are judged today, and that bar is raised very high. Few have come close, and one already has an advantage. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. shares the name, and he hopes to make him proud. The son of the legend knows he has to live up to the name, but he also says he does not want to be a carbon copy of his famous father. He wants to create an identity of his own inside the ring.
He has the name, the look, and is developing that devastating body punch. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. knows the weight he carries on his shoulder, but he is ready to come out on his own.
I will always be Julio Cesar Chavez's son, but I believe that as time goes on, I will be known for my fights. It is normal that they know me as the son of Julio Cesar Chavez. My goal is to have great fights. And when and if I become world champion, that is when people will see Julio Cesar Chavez, the son.
Julio Cesar Chavez, no el hijo.
I think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., I've watched him since he was about 14 years old. and I've seen him grow little by little. At first, when I saw him, when he was just a teenager, he didn't have these kind of strengths. But little by little, you could see he was gathering the skill. It's like he had this big umbrella, and he's just gathering it little by little. And now with his dad in his corner, I can see a mark.
The younger Chavez knows in just a short time, he has a bullseye on his back. Every opponent would love to have a Chavez victory on their resume. But so far, those efforts have been futile.
It's a big opportunity for them, and they all want to take advantage of it. I always try to be on my game so there are no surprises.
And on this card, we have two fighters who are great fighters and great entertainers, and we have a third one that has the potential to be that, and that's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who the crowd just loves, the young kid, and we're bringing him along, but he always gives a good fight.
He's not just outboxing guys, which is what he was doing. He's beating them up and he's knocking them out in fairly impressive fashion.
Chavez Jr. is ready to become a fan favorite. As they say, the name may get his foot in the door, but it's been his action in the ring that has garnered him the attention and adulation a more seasoned veteran would get. But Chavez says he knows what the crowd wants and always gives it to them in a fight.
They want to see a fight. People like a fight. People pay to see you, and they're the ones that make you.
Chavez Jr. has been patient in his development in the ring, but now he feels is the time to make his mark. And he knows he can do that with an impressive win.
There is something called consistency. You gain that through fighting. My body is stronger. I feel it in the punches I throw.
And he knows he can always rely on the advice of an icon.
Tactically, I listened to him, but they taught me that for all my fights, I need to be at 100%. The opponent does not matter. I have progressed. Well, I feel a lot stronger. I am more secure in the ring. I have more experience, and people will see it this next fight.
Saturday, April 14th, Blaze of Glory with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in action, headlined by Fighter of the Year, Manny Pacquiao taking on undefeated Jorge Solis. Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Stay with us as this special countdown to Blaze of Glory continues.
Boxing's Fighter of the Year and its most electrifying warrior. Heat things up in a blaze of glory. Manny Pacquiao's vicious shots have brought some of the sport's biggest names to their knees. He's ready to add another victim to his collection. Manny Pacquiao takes on Mexico's Jorge Solis in a 12-round bout and in an explosive showdown. Two-time world champion Jorge Arce faces bitter rival and world super flyweight champion Christian Chavez. Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. Also in action, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Contact your pay-per-view provider to order.
Pacquiao, Arce, Chavez, each fight in a different weight class, but have one thing in common. They know how to please a crowd and only know one way to fight, like a true warrior. Backing down is not in their vocabulary, as you will see. These guys certainly aren't about to back down from any challenge.
Manny commits to those blows, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Everyone has bad intentions. Combination.
I still think Velasquez might be trying to gather himself for one big last hurrah here. And one real big attempt to get Pacquiao out of there.
He keeps getting hit. That's the only problem with that game plan. No, right hand.
There's the hook. I did a little work.
And Manny, a great finisher. Let's see if he can close the show.
Left hand, right hand. Just unloading now. Velasquez in a world of trouble, holding on, trying to pull down the shorts, and then he throws a left hand at the end of all that. Pacquiao wants to close it out in the 6th round.
Unleashing.
Velasquez holding on.
15 seconds left. Can he hold on, Velasquez?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Tough to get him out of there. Wow, wow.
Oh.
He's got to get up. He has to beat the count.
Arce's nose is just a water faucet of blood right now.
And he still brings the attack. Hussein covering up. Countering out the ropes. Arce just digging in.
Hussein is not out of it here.
No, he's not.
He's not out of it. He's got the power, and he's still got power in his punches.
He definitely does. Constantly looking to his corner for reassurance and for direction.
That's a little bit of dirty work by Jorge.
You know, Jorge may be a TV star now, but he's just a pure boxer at heart. He had gone soft on us, that's for sure.
Well, his TV looks were a lot better before.
Yeah, he's got a face for radio now. Hussein in the corner. Arce throwing punches down on the back of his head. A leg punch to the left hook, and down goes Hussein. Down goes Hussein.
They stopped the fight.
My goodness, they stopped the fight.
It was the corner of Hussein. The cornerman jumped into the ring and stopped it.
There was constant communication with them all night. And he's the one that they think is going to make the big. Is going to be the big star coming out of Mexico.
It's a right hand again. This is the fourth and final round.
Nice left hand, nice straight left. To Fagan's credit, he has really tried to stay in there, and he has tried to make a fight of this. He just can't overcome that big right hand.
Good movement. He's got good defense.
Well, he's even slipping a little bit, bending at the waist. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good defense for a young fighter. This has been a good fight for him. It's been a tough fight, but one that he hasn't had a lot of trouble in and hasn't taken any punishment. So this will be a good.
There's a right hand again. He sets it up nicely in there with a jab. Almost landed another one. He's just knocking Fagan back now.
Yeah, Fagan's trying to stay in there. He's having trouble, though. He'll be glad when it's over. It's got 18 seconds to go, and he'll be happy when it's over.
That's darn right.
I think the crowd's going to give this kid a big ovation.
Yep. Final 10 seconds, round 4 and final round, and now they're throwing.
And that's what they love. That's what they love. They want to see a guy that's willing to get in there and trade, and this kid is.
Good fight. Good test for the young Chavez.
Oh, this is great experience for him.
3 championship fights, headlined by Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year, Manny Pacquiao facing undefeated Jorge Solis. Also in action, WBC Super Flyweight champion Cristian Mijares defends his title against bitter rival and 2-time world champion Jorge Arce. Former world champion Brian Viloria takes on Edgar Sosa for the WBC Mini Flyweight Championship. And also in action, the son of the legend, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Blaze of Glory, Saturday, April 14th, live on pay-per-view. I'm Bernardo Osuna. Thanks for watching, and we will see you ringside when Manny Pacquiao heats things up in San Antonio in a blaze of glory.
Just spit it right in there. Don't worry about it. Drop your hands. Be sharp. Change your angle. Give him that, hey, come on. And snap your punch.
So you saw the